Hey everybody, welcome back to Triumflop, episode 2. Um, so, as you know, this series is about looking at films that at the time failed at the box office, failed critically, whatever. They were considered flops at the time. And but films that are now considered great classics and exemplary works of their genres. So today, the film we're going to be taking a spotlight on is one of my personal favorites, The Misfits, directed by John Huston. So, of all the films to flop upon their initial release, this one is maybe the one that makes me the most upset, given how much it is truly a classic Hollywood story following Clark Gable, Marilyn Monroe, and Montgomery Clift trying to find their way in a very confusing world. It's kind of a Western, but it has that revisionist angle where it's trying to interrogate the myths of the Old West, and it's very bittersweet at the end as you kind of see this antiquated vision of the idyllic American countryside in the West die, and that's very sad to see. Um, Marilyn Monroe is just absolutely incredible in this movie. She really demonstrates a phenomenal range as an actress. Um, she has the ability to play her character so many different ways, and by the end, she feels like such a believable person. And I think it's really genuinely one of the finest acting roles in history. I think she absolutely deserved an Oscar and was unfairly snubbed. And maybe the element that it's her very final performance in a film, as it is Clark Gable's. Maybe that was part of it, that she had health problems at the time because of drugs and things like that. So maybe she wanted to try really hard here. Montgomery Clift is also amazing. He is such a likable but also poignant character, and the way he's written is so clever, it's so smart. The way every character is written really is an amazing feat to watch. Then coming on to the ending, with seeing the characters kind of ride off into the sunset the way they do, it makes you very sad, because here you have a film where the three leads, Marilyn Monroe, Clark Gable, and Montgomery Clift, all died like super shortly after it was made. In fact, Clark Gable, I think, died 2 days after filming ended. And it's really sad because I think this is one of his greatest performances ever. I think he's really in his prime. He is so sympathetic, so down to earth, but also you see why he conflicts with Rosalind, Marilyn Monroe's character. And that's all comes down to the direction by Huston and the writing by Marilyn Monroe's husband at the time, Arthur Miller, the playwright, which the writing is so strong, as is the direction, that it brings this classic story to the big screen for all of us. But it is very sad that the film was not successful at the time. I think maybe it was too kind of artsy, maybe too out there for the general audiences, even though it starred huge Hollywood celebrities like Gable and like Marilyn Monroe. People were not expecting such a dramatic and poignant performance from the actress. Maybe they, objectified her too much. But the film today is amazing. It's a classic, I think, and it's one that everyone should watch.